There are places on Earth where your eyes stop agreeing with each other, where the ground offers no clues, where the sky becomes the only boundary, where far and near collapse into the same idea. In these places, mountains appear to float. People seem to hover. The horizon vanishes, and gravity feels undecided. No tricks, no buildings, no hidden slopes, just land so extreme that the human brain loses the references it needs to understand reality. These are the world's strangest optical landscapes, and they do not bend the earth. They bend the mind. The human brain evolved in clutter. Trees, rocks, cliffs, shadows, verticals, horizons, edges. We learn distance by comparison. We learn scale by overlap. We learn stability by contrast. But there are places on this planet where contrast disappears, where the Earth offers no familiar shapes. And when that happens, the brain does not see the world. It guesses. In Bolivia, the Salar de Uyuni stretches wider than some countries. Over 4,000 square miles of white. No hills, no trees, no structures. Just salt. From horizon to horizon. During the dry season, the flats resemble a frozen sea. Geometric cracks, blinding light. Distance becomes impossible to judge. A mountain miles away appears within reach. A person nearby appears miniature. The ground does not slope. It does not curve. It erases depth. During the rainy season, a thin layer of water coats the surface. The sky reflects perfectly. The horizon vanishes. The earth becomes a mirror. People appear to walk on clouds. Cars seem to float. The sun duplicates itself. There is no visual anchor. Up and down merge. And when the world becomes symmetrical, orientation dissolves. Visitors often describe dizziness here, discomfort, a strange floating sensation. Because when the eye cannot separate ground from sky, the body does not know which one to obey. In the great deserts of the world, the Atacama, the Sahara, the empty quarter, the land strips itself down. No edges, no consistent objects, no reliable distances. Heat bends air. Mirages form. The horizon lifts. Mountains shimmer. Water appears where none exists. Here, gravity feels distorted not by motion, but by size. Dunes tower like buildings, then vanish like mist. Footprints disappear in minutes. Your body feels small, then enormous, then irrelevant. Deserts confuse the sense of weight, because when nothing frames you, you cannot measure yourself. And when you cannot measure yourself, you cannot fully locate your own body in space. People often report feeling lighter in deserts, not because gravity has changed, but because reference has. Far from land, the ocean becomes an optical desert. No stationary points, no verticals, no true horizon. Only water and sky, moving in different directions, reflecting each other, merging. On open seas, pilots and sailors have long reported spatial disorientation. Ships appear to tilt when they don't. The horizon climbs. The sky sinks. The sense of down becomes unstable. At night, this intensifies. Stars fill the field of view. Reflections scatter. Without land, the brain cannot build a stable world. And when the brain cannot build a stable world, the body drifts. People experience false horizons. They feel as though they are falling, even when they are standing still. Because gravity is not only felt, it is visually confirmed. And the ocean removes the confirmation. In polar regions and high mountains, another illusion dominates. Whiteout. Snow blends into sky. Shadows vanish. Edges dissolve. There is no up, no down, no distance. Climbers have described the sensation of stepping into nothing. Not falling, not floating, nothing. Without contrast, the visual system cannot extract form. So the brain fills the void. It invents slopes. It invents depth. It invents movement. This is why whiteouts are deadly. People walk in circles. They feel level when they are not. They step where no ground exists. Because gravity, without vision, loses authority. Balance is not located in one organ. It is a negotiation. Eyes. Inner ear. Muscles. When any one of those loses reliable input, the negotiation becomes unstable. Optical landscapes do not attack the senses. They starve them. They remove lines. They remove contrast. They remove anchors. And the nervous system responds, as it always has, to uncertainty. With caution. With heightened awareness. With unease. People describe these environments as quiet, overwhelming, peaceful, terrifying, often all at once. Because the brain is trying to build a world with missing information. And the effort is felt. In earlier episodes, gravity felt broken because motion misbehaved. Here, gravity feels broken because space itself misbehaves. The Earth becomes too simple, too symmetrical, too uniform. And in that uniformity, perception unravels. The land is not bending objects. It is bending context. And context determines reality. People travel great distances to stand in environments like these. Not for comfort, but for erasure. To be unframed. To lose scale. To feel the mind release its usual measurements. In optical landscapes, time feels altered. Movement slows. Silence grows louder. Thoughts stretch. Because when the world stops offering reference, the mind turns inward to build one. These places are not thrilling. They are expansive. They do not shout. They dissolve. They reveal that gravity alone is not enough to orient us. We need markers, lines, contrast, depth. We need the world to explain itself visually. When it refuses, the brain reveals its limits. Not in intelligence, in perception. We do not experience the Earth. We construct it. And optical landscapes expose the scaffolding. On the salt flats, people still walk on clouds. In deserts, mirages still promise water. On oceans, horizons still climb. In snowfields, the world still disappears. These places do not break gravity. They remove its language. They take away the visual words that tell the brain what gravity means. And when those words vanish, experience becomes fluid. Because if the Earth can erase its own shape, then perhaps the most fragile thing on this planet is not land, but certainty. Next time, we gather the threads from forests, from mountains, from water, from roads, and ask a question that sits beneath every episode. Can gravity ever truly change on Earth?